You are wrong about Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Not because you liked it. This is a fantastic addition to the Marvel franchise. No, you are wrong because you seem to be under the impression that you saw a darker, more adult Captain America movie than Captain America: First Avenger. You did not. This movie is just as dark, which is to say, not dark, as the first movie. Did the genre change? Certainly, but not the tone. This is not Captain America meets Jason Bourne. This is Captain America meets James Bond. Pierce Brosnan's James Bond, complete with gizmos and gadgets. What's the difference? They're both spy action movies. They both feature convoluted plot lines, good guys who turn out to be bad guys, quasi-superhumans, and a wide array of nameless thugs. The main difference, which Captain America: Winter Soldier so thoroughly hammered into my skull, is consequence. There are no consequences in a James Bond-style spy action movie, at least none that you're supposed to care about. In Captain America: Winter Soldier, there are no consequences for our heroes. This is made painfully clear when every supposed consequence gets magically whisked away by the end. Like a Disney movie, but a manly Disney movie, like The Incredibles, because our heroes are badasses. For a Disney movie. This consequence-free environment was doubly reinforced by one of the most ridiculous action sequences in the history of Marvel movies. Movies that had previously featured impervious beings and gods. Seriously, watch that final action sequence again. It would make Louis Leterrier blush. Hell, even the very real consequences for the bad guys were innocuous. Seriously, there is almost no trace of blood in this movie. And most of the blood that does make an on-screen appearance turns out to be fake blood, like the kind you would use to play Frankenfurter. I mean for a totally heroic, manly twist ending. You could almost hear the Rousseau brothers sucking and slurping on the MPAA's long, hard cock. Please give us a PG-13 rating. We'll do anything. Anything. But this is totally a darker, more adult Captain America. Totally, bro. So why did so many people walk out of the theater thinking that they had just experienced Marvel's answer to Christopher Nolan? Was it that some of the good guys turned out to be bad guys? Probably not, since broadly speaking, this is a trope of virtually all action movies, especially spy action movies. Was it that Captain America was for the first time questioning his role as America's superhero? No. Because he wasn't. He was only questioning and ultimately unsatisfied with his particular assignment. Where have we seen that before?
What about the others? Are you planning a rescue mission?
Yeah, it's called winning the war.
But if you know where they are, why not at least
They're 30 miles behind the lines. Through some of the most heavily fortified territory in Europe. We'd lose more men than we'd save. But I don't expect you to understand that because you're a chorus girl.
I think I understand just fine.
Well, then understand it somewhere else.
Granted, in this more recent case, he wasn't just unsatisfied with his superior's decision, but that some of his superiors were in fact bad guys in a bad system. But that only streamlined his superhero process. It didn't give him an existential crisis or anything. He still knew exactly who he was and what he wanted to do. What does a true blue hero do in the face of dualism, ulterior motives, and subterfuge? The right thing. Surprise, surprise. Not that I'm complaining. It's nice that one of our superheroes still happens to be a hero. All this is a cheesy, fun, plucky action film with darker colors, which I don't mind. If you need some darker colors because bright and saturated isn't cool anymore, that doesn't mean you have to make all your characters anti-hero douchebags. Let's review. In terms of the Marvel Universe, nothing really changes. Shit doesn't get real. A conspiracy gets uncovered and foiled and will surely be the motivation for more plucky adventures with our heroes.
Next time, Captain. Next time.
Some people who we weren't supposed to think were bad guys turn out to be bad guys, even though we totally fucking knew. The good guys, wait for it, stay good guys. Beyond genre and color scheme, this is no different than the first Captain America movie. Good guys are still good, bad guys are still bad, but some of them happen to be American. Ooh, that's deep, bro. The real tragedy is that they could have easily given some consequences to our heroes without even changing the plot. Oh, you just decided to out yourself for the greater good, Miss Romanoff? Despite all of your trusted and trusting spy contacts being put in life-threatening danger and or wanting or needing to kill you? Sure, you're free to go. Have fun walking across the street, bitch. But no. Since this is not a serious spy thriller, but a fun action romp, our heroes get to beat the bad guys, continue being good guys, and walk away like Judd Nelson at the end of Breakfast Club. I'm actually finding it hard not to remember the ending of this movie with frame-frozen high fives. Final thoughts? If critics and savvy moviegoers are this easy to dupe, they should remake E.T. shot for shot and just make the biohazard suits black, the alien gray, use a broodier soundtrack, and critics would call it an existential think piece, the Kubrick version of E.T. Douches. We could actually do most of that right now in After Effects. Shit, if you throw in some oblique references to 9/11, Movie Bob will probably bail your children. P.S. Fantastic fight choreography. Completely ruined by shitty cinematography. Did we learn nothing from Batman Begins? Just because you have a long lens doesn't mean you have to whip it out every chance you get, Trent Opalock, you whore. You filthy 300mm slut. You dirty close-up. You know what? Why don't you just Facebook me? I'm in LA. We can talk about cameras or just, see where the night takes us. I like Phil Plate every week.
Except for his...
Especially when I get to make fun of him.
I just was looking forward to smacking you with that astronomy. I've been waiting 2 weeks for this.